World Heavyweight Boxing Champion Muhammad, and we can have just a word with you if we may, please. Well, you may be the king of the ring, then again you may not. Of course, this was a training session. It appears as though it got a little bit out of hand there with Buddy Wilf, did it not?
That's right. He got a little cocky. He grabbed my head. He twisted my neck a little. I'm sorry he's bleeding like a hog, but that gives you an example of what I'm going to do. People think I'm talking, I'm jiving. I'm not just going to whoop boxers. I'm going to whoop all the wrestlers in the world, starting with the world champion, Antonio Inoki in Japan. He's a Japanese wrestler. I can't pronounce his name, so he says he's going to break my leg. Well, you tell all the people to watch it. I'm not only the great, I'm the Lord of the Ring. I'm not only the best boxer, I whoop all wrestlers. I'm too fast. And what you saw today was my first challenge to wrestlers. After learning the tricks, I got Freddie Blassie with me. He knows dirt. I understand this Japanese wrestler is doing a lot of dirt, starting a lot of dirt, and he's going to be dirty. Well, I got Blassie here, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He wrote the dirt book on dirt. Tell him, what you telling me about the dirt?
I'm the man, as you well know, I'm the man that wrote the book on every illegal tactic, how to get in them, how to get out of them. And I guarantee you, with me in Muhammad Ali's corner, there's
we
no
saw
way.
some wrestling holds, no question about that. We saw a couple of things, and obviously someone's been teaching you ever since that, what happened to yourself in Philadelphia against Gorilla Monsoon. You obviously have been learning some wrestling holds.
Who is he?
Well, and
yeah, I got a lot of wrestling holds. I can't reveal them all. He showed me the headlock. He blasted, showed me how to hit him and thumb him like right now as if he gets dirty. I got a lot of stuff for him, a lot of surprises for the world. I've defeated all boxers. I'm the Lord of the Ring. Not only the wrestling ring, but the boxing ring. I'm the Lord of the Ring. And after I destroy Inoki, I'm going on for Ken Norton, who's left in boxing. Then I want the greatest boxers in America. San Bertino, Gorilla Monsoon, all the greatest wrestlers. I'm going to destroy wrestlers just like I destroyed all fighters. Right, fans?
There you have it from Muhammad Ali, predicting victory for himself as he's training here in Chicago. Muhammad Ali on his way to Tokyo, Japan to face Antonio Inoki, the Japanese heavyweight wrestling champion.
skills and vocabulary too. Cover hits in this edition is all brand new. You're through. I'm interplanetarian like Doctor Who. So who?
Fuck your beef, no relief. I step on stage, girls scream like I'm Keith.
This is an ultralight beam. This is an ultralight beam. This is a Godry. Oh, sorry. Wrong podcast. How y'all doing? It's Ring Time Pro Wrestling. Keith and Keshia are back at it again. Keshia, say hi to the people.
What up? What up? Hey! Okay, I'm screeching because my voice is giving out. And it's ridiculous, but I am so excited to be back. Yay. Oh, my God. Yeah.
So, to squash all the internet rumors, she did not get fired.
See,
that's happened.
Just mean. Y'all did that. Come on, man. It wasn't even like that. No, that we did not have a disagreement. There is no sibling rivalry going on right now.
We are
not
met Jeff Hardy.
All right. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Did you see that clip that they posted on TNA?
Keith.
I thought I was being punked. I thought this was a spoof. Like with
who
the fake
did
baby. I
who
thought this
did
was
this? I can't.
Did somebody? Okay. Did they have an editor? Like I need to know all the details to this.
No. Because I'm sitting here. I was like, wait. Did they really do this with a fake baby? Like, all of this that you could have did, anything that you could have done, you did this segment in its entirety. Why?
What happened to Matt Hardy hair? Like, I thought he had a nice head of hair on him about 3 weeks ago. Why he look like a Donald Trump, like Dr. Frankenstein Dix? Keith, this is. Do they want to get out of their contract? Is that what it is?
I'm just saying, Matt Hardy look like he's been in an insane asylum. Like, I can't deal with it. I really can't.
Like, do they figure, like, if they do stuff this bad, TNA will try to release them. And
It's funny because I think they're just letting them do it. They're like, yes, let TNA drown themselves. Like, they are just rooting it on, like, yeah, you're doing great, and knowing good and damn well this is horrible. Like,
I mean, because I smell death for the company. It's not death. It'll be a high-profile independent, right?
Right.
That's the best they can hope for at this point. We'll talk about Slammiversary because it's coming up next week, and maybe I'll mention it in the midweek show.
I mean, seriously though, like, that was just horrid. Like, you can't possibly be for real with this. And it was awful, more so because it's TNA. Like, I swear to you, Keith, this looked like some stuff that was produced in someone's basement. Like, I was just kind of like, are you kidding me? And I've seen better things produced in the basement. Like,
no,
who did this?
There's some videos on Facebook that are really nice. And this ain't one of them.
Right. Exactly. Like, I swear, I don't know what they were going for. Because even if you were going for the, we want to look like this came from, like, the 80s type thing, I've seen better editing from, like, 80s videos. Like, you can't possibly sit here and tell me that this was actually put together professionally and was severely thought of. It wasn't. Like, there's nothing you're going to tell me that says that someone you paid somebody to do this. Like, no. This had to be done for free and slapped together, because I swear to you, if you said that you paid somebody to do this, somebody needs to be giving you their money back. Like, seriously. And then with a fake baby, where the hell did you get? I'm done. I can't. Like, the baby did it for me. I was already done with the editing. But then the baby, I was like, okay, I'm not watching this anymore. I'm done. I can't do it no more. Like, I just can't. I'm sorry. I don't want to sit through another painful segment like that. It's just not happening.
I'll pretty much put a fork in TNA at this point, right?
Right.
So I call that. Like, they pretty much ain't so much you can do to help them. This show is gonna be pretty interesting. We're gonna sit down and kick it like we usually do as family and talk about some wrestling. This is our first episode since the passing of Muhammad Ali. Now, you will say, in a wrestling show, we're about to talk about a boxer. Of course. Why? Because Muhammad Ali is more than that. I was talking to my wife tonight. I was talking about how the BET Awards, they're going to do the Prince tribute. And I was like, they got to work in some Ali stuff now, too. And it's kind of like, I was like, was he a singer? No. Just understand, Ali was everything.
Right.
All right. The greatest American sports figure of all time has passed away. Best way I can put it. Right?
Right.
His imprint is on everything. This is the one guy, okay, he said he's the greatest. And when it say the greatest, and a lot of times we look at it in the boxing context, he's probably one of the greatest people that we've had, period.
Right. Exactly.
In the discussion. And I look at it and look at his life and the things that he's done. And it's an amazing impact. I mean, he's an activist, the guy who fought for the rights of people, of black people in this country and poor people. I mean, that's one of the things that we kind of don't throw in there when we talk about Ali. And he's kind of one of those figures that have, over time, I think he's become a victim of the Santa Claus. Ooh, excuse me. Remember to edit that out. He's become a victim of the Santa Claus syndrome, where we kind of over-sanitize our heroes.
Right.
And we done it with Martin Luther King, and we don't talk about the things that they did that made people uncomfortable in their day, right?
Right.
Ali was definitely like, not everybody. See, the thing is now, like, we look at the anti-war protests and we look at the refusal to go to Vietnam, and he's seen as a hero and a martyr now, right? Like, he's seen as a guy who stood up for what he believed in. In 1967, people didn't look at him like that. People looked at him like a traitor. People called him all kinds of names. I mean, They thought that he was arrogant, and a lot of the things that he did now, where it's the cockiness and the bravado and the things that he have, people saw that as arrogant, and they couldn't stand it. Now it's accepted because of him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when we talk about the world of professional wrestling, just attached to Ring-Time Pro Wrestling, you know where Ali got a lot of his style from? He said where he credits a lot of his influence? The great Gorgeous George. Wrestler guy.
That I did not know.
Yeah, he got a lot of his stuff from Gorgeous George. And he took that because he knew George played, prominent heel in his day. And people paid money because they wanted to see George get his.
Right.
But Gorgeous George was too pretty and was going to win that match. Now, fast forward it. Man, every wrestler stole Ali stuff. Ali is the godfather of the wrestling promo.
Exactly.
That's why this episode, all our promos, is just going to be Ali. Because we can do Ali all the time. And Ali was no stranger to professional wrestling.
No, he was not.
Him and Gorilla Monsoon had some face-offs at the Garden. He got work with Classy Freddie Blassie. You got to remember the big match he had on the closed circuit pay-per-view thing with Antonio Inoki, the founder of New Japan. He was the referee at WrestleMania 1. He was outside referee for the Mr. T match with Piper, Hogan, and Orndorff, and all of them. Like, the guy's always been around. He loves the sport. And like I said, he's a godfather of promo. You listen to Dusty Rhodes, that's Ali, bruh. That's Dusty. You listen to Ric Flair, that's Ali influence.
Right.
John Cena, the champ, is here. That's Ali. So, like I said, there's not even enough words to put into it. Like, I'm working on something for kind of like sports, and it'll be on Ring-Time Pro Wrestling. Because the funny thing about Ali, he accomplishes all of that. He accomplishes wrestling. It kind of like sports, the whole sports without boundaries, sports and how it intersects with society. That's Ali. Like, boxing was just a vehicle of which we got him, and that was the vehicle that allowed him to be introduced to the world.
Right.
But he used it for so much more. And I think it's just something that we couldn't do a show without talking about who he was and what we thought he was. And just like I said, an overall cultural icon in America. Like, I don't think nothing is more American than Muhammad Ali. The First Amendment grants us freedom of speech and freedom of religion. And he lived those to the T.
Right.
He always used his freedom of speech as much as he could, and he did it better than anybody you know. Freedom of religion, he let you know what his religion was. He was devout in his religion, and he stood for his religion. And I think he gave us a picture of Muslims when we didn't understand what Muslims were. So, one of the negative things that we always hear in this country, because we have such Islamophobia, Ali reminded us that Islam is a religion of peace. But I think, just something to stick in your head and think about.
Right.
And sometimes, too, as an American hero, sometimes we like to walk around his Islam. We like to walk around him being a Muslim because that's not convenient to the narratives that we like to portray in this country currently. So, like I said, I dig it. It was an incredible man. Also, screw you 2016. Man, what are y'all going to take from me more?
Yeah.
God, 2016.
Keith, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Trust me.
I'm just trying to get my head wrapped around this Prince thing.
No, you didn't even have time for that. Like, that still haven't even had the room to breathe, and this happened. Trust. It's like, and let's not forget, it's June. Like, it ain't June like, oh, it's the middle of June and like it's getting closer to like the end. No. It's June 5th. It's June. We've just reached half the year. Just reached half the year. And it's been so much this year that it's ridiculous. So much. And it's like, please, Lord, just, can we not? Like, I mean, I understand circle of life and everything, but seriously, like, it hit hard. You know, it was like, it hit just as hard as Prince did. It hit hard. Because we're talking about Muhammad Ali here, you know. And no one can deny the greatness of this man. Like, period. The end. That's it. Like, there is nothing else after that. There's no buts. There's no, oh, but, no, nope. He's Muhammad Ali. There is nothing that you can say that's going to change the impact this man has had on the world. The world, especially the nation he lived in himself. Like, that's just it. He wrote his own history. And it's an incredible one to if you're going to teach about Muhammad Ali, you're going to teach about him as a man in general. And it ain't just going to be, oh, he was this great boxer and that he was one of the greatest boxers that ever lived. No, that's not just it. You know? And you're right. A lot of people do want to talk around his Islamic beliefs, but they can't. They try. They try hard. But if you're talking around that, then you're talking around him. And it's not, I mean, really, you just can't. So, 2016, like, it's just a point where you just kind of like, really? That's how I felt. As soon as I found the news out, as soon as I read it and it hit and all that, I was just kind of like, really? I don't know. Yeah. Like, I don't know what else is going to happen this year, but really need. I don't know. I can't.
Keish, you back?
Yeah.
We haven't had you kicking here in a while, right?
No, man. No.
As an executive producer, I decided to plug in something called Keisha's Corner. Where, hey, I will let you kick it for a minute. Because here's the thing. As we go through, about a week of stuff is going to happen in between the next time we talk. Right. And we'll talk about it because Ring Time Pro Wrestling will probably come out midweek. But we need your thoughts. So far, I mean, you've been gone. A lot of stuff has happened.
Yes.
We'll give them about 5 or 10 minutes. Just tell them what you think about what you've seen or anything that's going on in wrestling right now. You know what I mean? Leave out the stuff for the current news and notes section because we'll get to that.
Okay.
But
I won't. Yeah.
But as far as the old stuff, you know, just give me some, you know.
Okay.
Some sugar.
Well, we're gonna actually back up, of course, because that's what we're doing right now. And I wasn't able to give my thoughts on the Extreme Rules pay-per-view because, of course, that was the last pay-per-view that happened, and before that, let's just put it like this. Thank God Seth Rollins is back. Yes, Lord, I'm happy. Okay? That's just thought number one. That's thought number one. I'm excited. I was ecstatic. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Actually, really, really. And it's funny because you're like, a lot of people think that you're not supposed to be happy for the heel. But I'm excited about this return. And the reason being is because this is going to bring back something that we all been waiting to see freshness. Freshness is always great, no matter if it's a good person or a bad person. You know, a lot of people only want to side with the face. I side with the heel too. And the reason being is because, you know, it's not the face that you want to see win. I'm really excited to see Seth, and I definitely am excited to see Seth back in the ring, to see him get to the swing of things. To the other matches, I'm gonna talk women's championship. Charlotte, because I'm gonna combine Extreme Rules and the Raw from not this past Monday, but the Monday after Extreme Rules. I'm gonna combine the two. Charlotte's tripping. And the reason why I say that is because she's a great wrestler. She's crazy. Like, yes, Flair was banned from ringside. We all know that. But Donna Brooks, come on, man. Like, seriously, out of all the people that you could have thrown to your side, you pulled Donna Brooks. I mean, granted, I'm not going to fuck Donna.
Well, let me sure they was data.
Okay. So yeah. I apologize. No Brooks. Anyway. Sorry. I'm sorry. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. An opinion about her, I don't care. All I'm saying, I didn't think it was a move for Charlotte. And the only reason why I say that is because this was, in my opinion and the opinion of others, that this was her chance to show I'm a champion. I can do this on my own. Greatness, you know, but at the same time, pulling Dana into this wasn't the way to go. I think that if it was going to be a win, it should have been clean. But of course, Charlotte's a heel, you know, whatever. Now, this whole Flair segment that happened on Raw the next night, no. like, I'm saying no, in the fact that there was a little too emotional for me. Like, I mean, granted, if you want to talk like business, wow. I personally, I was like, oh my God. Now, I had heard that she had separated from Flair, but then I actually got to see it and was like, okay, now this is ridiculous. Because I am actually glad that they have broken up the Flair team. But at the same time, I don't know if I wanted it to be that harsh, you know? I didn't want it to be like that. I don't think anybody expected it to be like that. That's my thoughts on that. Now, of course, I'm always a big fan of the New Day, and it's like, yay. The title picture is still looking good to me. I'm gonna talk Roman Reigns and AJ Styles for a second. The title match was great. Of course, my match of the night for Extreme Rules was actually the Intercontinental title match, the Fatal 4-Way. Like, I didn't think there was a better match other than that. But I will give it to Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose. The Asylum match was actually very awesome. And the tags were a incredible touch. I mean, incredible. Jericho took those tags like a champ. He gets all my round of applause and standing ovation. Dean was great. Like, I thought that was a great idea for a good twist to it, without it being like Hell in a Cell, you know, everything goes in a cell. It was a little different. It was a little different, and I liked the difference in it, you know. wasn't like horrible. I just thought those were the main points that I really wanted to speak on, because I definitely was impressed by just those things alone. I can't wait to talk about this week because there's a lot of things that happen on Raw that I definitely haven't give my 2 cents on, but I couldn't jump ahead of myself and whatnot. So I definitely I took a lot from the last pay-per-view and was like, okay, what happens now? Because if to tell the truth, that's what I got from it. You know, what happens now? Where do we go from here? Because a lot of things happen. Definitely, especially with the Money in the Bank qualifying test chain. Crazy is getting crazy, but I'm excited. I think that's all I have for Keshia's Corner. That's pretty much it.
That is the first installment of Keshia's Corner. Something that will probably be going down every Sunday. So
yes,
be prepared. And Keshia will now be prepared every Sunday.
I sure will.
Just in for news, in just in case y'all cared, Hillary Clinton won Puerto Rico in a Democratic primary.
Really?
Yeah. And Golden State just beat the Cavs for a 2-0 lead in the finals. They beat the hell out of them, 110 to 77.
That's right.
I'm just going to say that this may be it for the Cavs.
Yeah.
We'll see. They haven't went home to Cleveland yet, right?
No, they haven't. Both games have been at and with Golden State at home. You know, I had a prediction that this was gonna go 6 games. Wish that I have top 2 settings on the end in 4 or 5, but you know, I don't think it's gonna be like. I think they might go 5 or 6. I give it 6. You know, but yeah. After looking at these last 2 games, I don't know about that. So we'll see as the finals continue. We'll see what they do, but I don't know what happened to the Cavs tonight. That's all I got to say.
So pretty much right here, what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back. We're gonna go through the news. Not gonna really do birthdays this today. We're just gonna do the news because we got a lot of news, man. Woo, we got a lot of news.
Right.
And then we'll flip you up and get you back into the NXT. What we're here for? The NXT Takeover Preview.
Yay!
It's a takeover show, so we gotta talk about it. Tell you who we think gonna win and how that's going to affect the big takeover show that'll happen in Brooklyn in about 2 months. So that's where we're going to go with that. So with all that being said, we'll catch you on the other side. Peace.
Give me 5. Well, give me 30, but your face is too dirty.
I'm a poet, I'm a prophet, I'm the resurrector, I'm the savior of the boxing world. If it wasn't for me, the game would be dead.
If you think the world was surprised when Nixon resigned, wait till I whip Foreman's behind. I've done something special. I've wrestled with an alligator. I've tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. Last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Who would bet on Floyd Patterson beating me? Who would bet on Ernie Terrell beating me? I told you I was floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat. I'm the king of all kings.
want my title? Come on, you challenging the greatest of all time.
I told you, I'm the real champion. I told you, I'm the champion of the world. All of you, Bob.
I'm as confident as I say, and I'm better than I say I am.
I always feel that I'm going to win. If I didn't, I wouldn't be fighting.
I am bigger than boxing. I am bigger than all the champions put together. I'm bigger than the Super Bowl, the Rose Bowl, the Kentucky Derby, the Indianapolis 500. When I go, the world, truly, the world is.
Do I just sound like I'm quiet to you? As loud as I'm hollering, you call me quiet? I'm hollering loud because I can back up every word. I've had appointments with danger. I've sneered at doom. I've chuckled in the face of catastrophe. I've stood fearless in the hour of horror. I've gambled with the odds of fate.
As you know, today is the jet age. Everybody's trying to break records. Man says that he'll be on the moon in 1970. One man said that they're going to make cars that'll run the sunlight. Well, those are pretty game predictions. Well, I predicted I'll be the heavyweight champion by the time I'm 21.
You know what I wanted to do to make the fight interesting and colorful was to get me in a dark room and get a candlelight and show just my head, you understand? Real ghosty like, and say, I am very glad that all of you have come to the theaters tonight to witness this fight. This will be the thrilling and the most dramatic fight in the history of all fights. Get you a seat and relax. Fight is scheduled for 15 rounds if there's no machine guns or bombs fired. So enjoy yourself and be among those who dare to dare.
All right, back on the other side. Keish, the news this week is heavy. Let's talk about a few things. I'm gonna give you something that burnt my britches this week. You know, there was an NXT show last night at Center Stage in Atlanta, and we didn't know about it.
Hold on, time out. Say what now?
It was an NXT show last night in Atlanta, Saturday night. NXT.
And when the hell was? When somebody was gonna tell me? Man, come on, man! I was off last night. I could have. I'm off Saturday night.
Today.
Oh, come on!
People hit me up today telling me, well, this is I say, it's my fault. I haven't had my ear to the ground like I used to. And I didn't used to be out. I'm not out on the scene like I used to. I don't be at the indies as much as I used to. I don't talk to people as much as I used to. And some things I don't even check up on. But no advertisement. I saw Adam Pearce had sent out something said, hey man, we're going to go hit these next few cities. And I forgot to ask him, like, yo, when y'all coming to Atlanta? This was last week.
Right.
Let it go by. Didn't know it was Saturday, Kish. Oh, we could have been in
there, man. We could have been in there.
Oh, we could have been.
I'm telling you. I used to. I just reflect on it too. Because I used to check, like, at least twice a week to see, you know, their schedule and be like, hey, when they coming to Atlanta? Because if there's anything that I want to see, if I can't catch SmackDown on a Raw or a pay-per-view or something like that, I can at least catch NXT, you know? I can at least, because to me, it's just good. I can at least catch NXT. No.
Yeah, to be fair, I haven't been to a lot of indie shows lately, too, because you get audit info at the indie shows, right?
Right.
That's where they find their jobbers. All right, they're going to have a jobber that's going to come in. They do a spill for somebody. Usually somebody in the local indies. And plus, whenever, like, ROH or guys like that come around, hey, man, the local indie dudes be there. They be there in force. Because they be trying to get seen. And they hope they know somebody who on the card, somebody used to wrestle with. Maybe they get in front of somebody and get to talking.
Right.
So, they be ready. And I just had I ain't even plugged into that loop like I used to. But, let's be known, it will never happen again. And next time they come, we're going to have pictures for y'all. So, be prepared.
With both of us in it.
Yeah.
With both of us in it.
Now, happier note, right? Edge and Beth Phoenix welcomed their second child to the world. Ruby Ever Copeland was born yesterday. So happy birthday, Ruby. But congratulations, Edge and Beth Phoenix, on their second baby. As their family grows and prospers, as they've been chilling, enjoying life post wrestling.
Are they married or are they just together?
As far as I know, they're together.
Because I've never heard of any, like, they got married or nothing like that. And I just want to know.
I'm not really in that business.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
I am in that business. But congratulations. Yay. I'm happy for them. Looks like everything's working out with Edge and Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
I am impressed. Oh, the little girl. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I'll look up baby pictures later.
And Lita is. No, let me quit. That's. I was about to be messy.
See. Just pass it over, Key. No pettiness. No pettiness. We're not doing that. Not today.
All right. So, it's okay. So, with that being said, the WWE is adding some AWA content to their network, so be on the lookout for that. And they add the super shows, like some of the big super shows from the 80s.
Oh.
So that is going to be awesome, right?
Right.
So that's happening. And the biggest, let's do that. Let's do the biggest news, and then I'll give you some random ideas I was having, right? So the biggest news this week is Brock Lesnar appeared at UFC 200. Apparently, like, I watched the ad, and I was like, and they, because really the headliners is Cormier and Jones. That's the main event. Cormier and Jones. Now, will Conor McGregor be on that card? I don't know. Him and Dana White, they got to work out their things. Conor McGregor says yes. Dana White hasn't officially said that. But they need to sell that card. So that's happening, right? I mean, it's the biggest UFC in a while. So I'm watching it. Then I'm watching the preview, and they got everybody coming out the limo, this, that, the other. It's going down. And then at the end, Brock Lesnar. And yes, fans, he is still under contract with the WWE. But for what has been discussed with WWE and his lawyers, and as been mentioned on the WWE website, they have worked out a deal with UFC for a one-off event where he will come back and do a one-off fight. His opponent has not been named as of yet.
Man.
How amazing is this?
I'm taking it in right now. I need to breathe. Give me a second. Man. What? I never thought it would be possible, personally. I'm not even going to lie to you. I never thought it would be possible for both to happen. Like, for him to be able to even compete in a UFC fight and still be under the WWE. I really think the WWE is really starting to kind of let people breathe a little bit, Not too much.
Well, here's the thing. I think the WWE was always down. I think it was hard to get UFC on board. And the reason being is because with UFC, I don't think, because they're still young, they're still growing, I don't think the association with fake fighting is, something that they were excited about.
Right.
But I think that the way the WWE has presented Brock and the way they probably plan to present Brock, I think it's a win-win for everybody, right?
Right.
Like, this is the greatest marketing thing for everybody. With Brock, it is cool because he gets a good payday, and he's somebody who I think will get he gets to fight UFC again. It's something he wanted to do. A lot of people don't know, like, he had dealt with divided reticulitis. It was a disease that was kind of hampering him. And according to Heyman, he is like 100% cured from that now. So he gets to fight without having that as a problem. So I think he wants to see how he will fight without that being an issue.
Right.
So for Brock, great. For UFC, it's like this. One, that was a monster card, right?
Right.
And they were going to make a lot of money on UFC 200. They are going to make an extra, at least, think about it like this. How many pay-per-view buys do you think Brock Lesnar is worth?
A lot. Like, right? Way more than others.
What I would look at like this. You got the crossover fans who are gonna buy it anyway, and crossover fans, people who watch wrestling and UFC. I think there's a lot of people who are into that, right? Strictly wrestling fans will buy this pay-per-view, where they probably wouldn't have bought other UFC pay-per-views.
Exactly.
And they got money because they only paid $9.99 a month for wrestling, so they got the dollars to spend on UFC. Keshia, if I don't go to a bar and watch, because generally I used to go out and watch UFC, I'm paying the $50. I can't afford to waste time trying to find a bullshit stream for this, right?
Right.
Like, not that I do things like that anyway, because that is highly illegal, and Ring Time Pro Wrestling does not condone illegal streaming. But I would suggest to you, fan, don't waste your time with an illegal stream. Pay the money.
Right.
So, Cormier and Jones is worth the price of admission, because we got to figure out what John Jones gonna look like. He's been out a while. Is Cormier finally figured out how to beat John Jones, or has the layoff just too much for John Jones? Brock gonna be there? Brock about to fight somebody? Man, gotta see Brock in action, right?
Exactly.
For the WWE, win, lose, or draw, it just adds more credibility to him being a bad man, right?
Right.
But a win at UFC 200, mind you. So he wins at UFC 200. He shows up for SummerSlam a month later. It's instant credibility. He just won in the UFC. Like real fighting. So now he comes to the fake fighting as the dude who be beating people ass in the real fighting. Mind you, former world champ in the real fighting. You have an instant credible superstar, right? Who's always been credible, but he will be the legit baddest man on the planet.
Exactly.
I think that is worth a lot of pay-per-view buys. Also, people who watch him at UFC, some of those fans will spill over and watch some WWE Network stuff the next month. I think it's a marketing plan that is genius and is going to work for everybody. And, man. Also, I think this opens the door for, like, it might be a trade thing, right?
Right.
We'll let you use Brock for this. Can we get Ronda Rousey next year at WrestleMania?
Do you not understand? I don't think some people understand the incredibleness in what you just said, man. Like, seriously. And I'm not just talking about Ronda, I'm talking about all of it. Like, it's an incredible deal because you're right. It's worth the pay-per-view money, not just on the UFC side, but on the WWE side as well. And who wouldn't be hyped to see Brock on both sides? There's a lot of people out there that don't like Brock as a wrestler or as a UFC fighter. And they're fans. Some of them fans of both, some of them fans of one or the other. But at the same time, this is an incredible moment to take in because now we're talking about legitimately having people that never even thought to cross that line between wrestling and UFC and actually doing it. Hardcore Brock fans and on the wrestling side of things want to see him no matter what. Bam. Now you got him watching a UFC fight. Ooh, this is interesting. I like this. This is nice. Next thing you know, they're watching UFC on a regular basis. it's the same thing. You know, it's a little different when it comes to the wrestling because, you know, it's UFC fans seeing Brock Lesnar, but then they see his name somewhere else and they're like, oh, you know, well, let me watch him here. Next thing you know, they're watching Raw. It might not be that simple, and in some cases, it might not just happen like that. But it's the possibility that's created just by having him do this event. And I like it. I'm excited. Regardless, I'm gonna find a place to watch this, and I'm definitely can't wait to see where it goes from here. I can't. I am thoroughly excited to see where it goes from here. Hopefully, it does lead to more and more interactions between wrestling and UFC, between WWE and UFC.
Yeah,
I'm hoping so.
It's a kind of a weird thing because it's something you have to worry about with presentation and both from them. But I think this will work out for all parties involved. This one right here is special, and I think this one is like the best case scenario.
Right.
And hey man, kudos to both companies for figuring it out, getting that deal done. So, with that being said, Keith, we were supposed to talk about something I had an idea for.
Okay.
WWE Money in the Bank is coming, right? 2016.
Right. Yes.
Concept for Money in the Bank. You throw a ladder up on a briefcase. I mean, a briefcase up on a ladder. You say, hey, in this briefcase is a contract. With that contract, you get a shot at the world title anytime you want to. 14 of the 16 guys who've had it have won the contract. I mean, won the title. Jeez. Isn't it time for the women to have their own Money in the Bank?
Keith. Yes. Is this really a question? Like, are you serious? I'm asking that in a sense of like, you're asking a stupid question, but it is kind of stupid, Keith. Come on, man. Yes, it is. It's time for them. It's been time for them to have a Money in the Bank. Like, yes. I would love, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of others that would love to see the women do this ladder match. Like, it's about time that they have their opportunity to have this happen, because it would bring so much more to the women's division. We are no longer calling them divas. We don't call them that anymore. That's done. And along with not calling them divas anymore is no longer giving this protective stigma that they've had on the women since they created it into the divas division. Because in my mind, there's been this little blanket that has been cloaked, that was cloaked over the women when they gave them that butterfly belt and was like, here, well, now y'all divas. No. Rip it off. We're done with that. We're done with the blanket. We're done with the butterflies. It's all, all the smelly flowers are gone. Let's just stop it. Okay? Give them a Money in the Bank. Give the women the same opportunity to do the exact same thing. And that's have a random title match for the title at their choosing. That one lucky woman carrying around that briefcase. You could even do as much as to have the man and the woman that win, just for the first time, have them together. Not that be a couple, not even be like a romantic relationship as they like to play it off. They could just be a power team of briefcases. And they could work together in this, but somehow, some way, just all you have to do is just give them the opportunity Because the women, I feel like, now have everything they need in order to make this incredible. Everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, I even put together a lineup for the match. Like, I'd have Natty. I'd probably have Sasha Banks because she's not involved in the current title situation. Alexa Bliss might get involved. Bayley would be there because I think this would be like the time to call her up for this specifically. And you can run about 6 women in the match. And I say this because I think they need to play with other ideas for the women. I think in Extreme Rules, women need to be extreme. I think you need to have last women standing matches. I think you need to have tables matches. I think you have to have these kind of matches with your women just because I think it amps it up and it amps some more credibility to that division. Because without it, you still kind of, to me, some kitchen wrestlers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that was sexist.
No, it was your way of saying rip off the blanket.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I wanted to be. So that's why I said, I thought, yo, we do a Money in the Bank. Why don't we have a Money in the Bank women's match? Like, I think if you held it up, I think it adds intrigue to the women's title because you don't know where that briefcase is getting cashed in.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
So, hey, man, it could appear this year. It could be next year. It could be on NXT. It could be anywhere. And you got to find it out.
I mean, this is the way I see it. When it was the women's division before the Divas division, they had that. Now, I'm not saying bring back the evening gown matches and, bra and panties and all that. No. You don't have to do all that. But yes, hardcore, extreme, no DQ, table, ladder. Apply the things that you apply to the men to the women. Give them this. I'm not saying be as extreme with it. All I'm saying is give them a different opportunity to show themselves other than what you've already been doing. Because I feel like when they made it the Divas division, they stripped away a lot of it. Because they wanted them to be all dainty and shit. Like, no. They were wrestlers.
Yeah.
They were wrestlers.
That's why I feel like, I think them having that match would do a lot to change the perception of the division and the people in it. Right. And I think it'd be a good look for the WWE. That's all. That's why I just want to throw that out there. But with that being said, Keish, let's get to this preview of NXT Takeover.
Please. I'm ready.
So, it's going down Wednesday. It's actually going to be at Full Sail in Florida. Like, it's not on the road nowhere. We're not doing anything special. We're not doing it on Friday or covering it. It's just a Wednesday all about NXT pay-per-view, right?
Right.
5 matches. We're going to run down the line real quick. The debuting Andrade, Cien, and Almas will take on Ty Dillinger. You may know him as La Sombra, wrestling over in CMLL. It's kind of funny too. WWE loves CMLL guys. They don't get a lot of AAA guys. They get a lot of CMLL guys. If you want to know what that is, I don't know if I'm about to pronounce this right, but Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre. That is one of the Mexican Lucha Libre, where AAA it stands for something else. But yeah, they love to get old CMLL guys. Because Shikara was a CMLL guy. But yeah, Lasabra, he'll be debuting. And he's going to take on Ty Dillinger.
And he's going to win.
Yeah.
And it's going to be awesome.
That match isn't hard to pick. One, the guy's coming in. He's high flying. He got 1,000 tons of offense. And you're going to want to see it. 2, it's a debut. He's not going to lose his debut.
Right.
So, yeah, that's it. Don't even shake up the technique on that one. Match number 2, American Alpha. My man, Jason Jordan, Chad Gable. They will take on the Revival, Dawson and Wilder, in a rematch for the NXT Tag Team titles.
I love American Alpha. Okay, I'm sorry. I am like the biggest American Alpha fan. I'm super excited. I love them as a tag team. I love them as a tag team before they had the titles. I love them as a tag team now. I'm a little biased. I'm not gonna lie, but I really, seriously, in like all seriousness of considering, like, I think that American Alpha will go ahead and retain the titles and keep the tag team titles for a little longer. I think there's a lot more they can do, right now with the titles. So I definitely don't think they're going to change that as of right now. I like the Revival, and the Revival is good, and I think that maybe eventually, probably not at this takeover, but maybe in the next one, that they will actually change things. But nah, my winner for this match is American Alpha.
Yeah, I think it's American Alpha. I think Revival will probably be getting ready. I think this is one of those ones where we're going to say goodbye to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
I think that is very safe to say. For a Revival. Like, I think they're going to the main roster. So, I'm going to say that American Alpha wins. And I think they're about to hold on to these tag team titles for a while. But yeah, I'm definitely going to see American Alpha keep these titles.
Mm-hmm. So true. So true.
All right. Next match. Women's World title. Asuka will defend her belt against Nia Jax. Who we got?
Okay. This is actually a little hard for me because I think about their different wrestling styles. I think about Asuka's kicks, her swiftness. I think about her moves, like her own unique individual moves in the ring. And then I think about Nia Jax, and I think about her strength. And she got some quickness to it too. I think about the fact that the combination of these two women in the ring is going to bring about something that I think I've always wanted to see. And I say think only because of the simple fact that that's what you do when you think of them two. When you put these two names together, that's what happens. You start to think. You think about, how will this mesh together? I think it's going to be an incredible match, personally, just because they're so different. I'm not going to... A lot of people would love to judge a match off size. If you watch wrestling, then you can't do that. So, I like Nia Jax, and I don't know if I can give her this match, though. And it's not just because of... I just think that Asuka's going to retain and hold on to the title for a little while longer. Nia Jax will have her time, but I don't think it will be right now. So, unless, it could be some shenanigans involved, and you never know how that plays out. But as of right now, Asuka, I think, is definitely going to keep that belt around her waist.
You took the words out of my mouth the last few ones. Yeah, I don't think Asuka's giving the belt up right now, but I think Nia Jax will eventually be the NXT Women's Champion. It just won't be today, right? No. Or Wednesday. Like, that's the only thing. It just won't be Wednesday, but she'll be the champ. I think she does win. Yeah.
I mean, one day she's going to have that belt, but it ain't going to be right now. Like, it just won't be right now.
Yeah.
So.
But, I wonder how they're going to do the finish for this match. Like, they did a good finish with Nia Jax and Bayley, and Bayley had to choke her out, which it worked. And I thought it didn't, Bayley showed that she was capable of winning a different way.
Right.
But it also showed that Nia, you're going to have to figure out something. And that's the thing, you're going to have to figure out something. Because, as Asuka, it's going to be interesting with her because Asuka has a very straightforward buzzsaw style. And I don't know if she can apply that with Nia. Right? Because Nia, being so strong and big, she can absorb some of that punishment. And like I said, Asuka's style is a little less move-based, a little more combat. And that when you do combat like that, you have to take blows as much as you give them.
Right.
And I don't know if she can take those blows from Jax as well as she give them. And that'll be interesting to see how the test of wills will work out. Now, Asuka will try to speed it up. Nia will slow it down. Nia want to keep this about the holds and applying pressure and that kind of thing.
Right.
So we'll see how it all works out. And I don't know if Asuka's ready for Nia's power game. But for right now, I'm going to say Asuka, being a more seasoned, will probably figure out a way to come out on top. Thing is, not let's see what happens, but I'm going to say that Asuka retains the title. Next match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Austin Aries. Very potentially match of the night candidate.
Keith, I ain't ready for this match. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not ready. Yes, I'm so ready for this. I'm not ready. I ain't.
This is holy shit on a cracker.
I'm not ready.
If you want to know why WWE is the number one company in the world, stuff like this is so far and away better than anybody can put on. I don't know what to tell you, right?
Right.
I mean, this is just like when AJ and Cena finally faced it off. History in the making.
Exactly.
Austin Aries and Shinsuke Nakamura, history in the making for a different kind of people, a different kind of fan. Wow. Wow. I pick it Nakamura because it's Nakamura, it's me, and we talking about picking somebody to win a match.
Right.
Bruh, have y'all not listened to this podcast? Do y'all not know how I feel about Shinsuke Nakamura? Come on, man. Hey, I don't even know if I want to. I'm not. I don't even know if I want to. Lord help me. I can't deal with it. Jesus. Because this match is just, when I first heard that it was going to happen, I was like, yeah, the suspense kills you. I don't know. I really don't. Personal opinion, I think Shinsuke is the better wrestler, but that's just me. So, if I did have to pick a winner, it would be him. Actually coming, breaking it down to it. But I think Austin Aries can hold his own. So it's not like he's just far steps ahead of him or anything like that. I feel like they can hold their own against each other. I could be completely wrong. I like Nakamura.
I think we're good on that. I really think we're good on that one. Honey, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm still kind of taking a breath from that one because, man.
All right, finally, last but not least, NXT Championship: Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, steel cage.
They're bringing a steel cage to NXT.
Yes.
Do you know how excited I am about that? Yes. They're bringing a steel cage to NXT, people. If you don't watch this match, I swear you just suck. I'm excited just because of the simple fact that they're bringing a steel cage to NXT. Like, I'm so glad this is happening. I really am.
Right.
As far as the title match goes itself, I'm gonna ask a question because I'm gonna ask this question just because I want to hear how you feel. But is this it for Finn in NXT? Like, are we done with him being in NXT yet? Like, are we?
Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is. Him and Joe have had a lot of matches. Like, this could be feud of the year. Like, they've had a lot of matches. Joe lost a couple. They've had a lot of matches to get to this point.
Right.
I'm gonna say yeah, because he still made movies that made money and decent, comparable. Michael K. Like, he figured it out. Like a lot of comments, made poor taste.
I'm just asking because you're right. The reason why I ask is one that you pointed out, and that's they have had a lot of matches together, and that's what made me pose that question. So
here's the thing too: Bullet Club in full effect,
which is
Baylor
true.
Can wear Baylor Club shirts for a minute. Hey, he going to the main. He's a part of the clique.
Woo! I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Jesus.
I think them put in a steel cage takes it to the next level. I'm very glad that they've decided that it's time to raise the stakes.
Right. Definitely. I mean, I didn't have... Of course, there's no problem. I never really had a problem with it before, but y'all just threw the steel cage in the mix. Like, I'm done. I think I'm good for right now. Like, there's a steel cage that's gonna. That's about all I can really think about at this point with that. It's like it's gonna be a steel cage involved.
Yeah.
So, but if this is it for Finn, then that means that this isn't it for Samoa Joe. And with that, then that would make Samoa Joe the winner of this match. Which is weird, because I don't know, like, what happens with Samoa after this. But then again, WWE and NXT have done a great job of just having random new people show up and then bam, like, they eventually grow into this stardom, and that's it after that. So,
yeah, this is an easy one. Joe beats Baylor, and they'll probably have one more match after that, because then I think that'll make them 2-2. And then we'll have one more match to settle it all at the next NXT show.
Right.
So, I think that's how that'll work out. And with that, man, we had a good night. I'm so happy that we finally got to record with the whole fam here.
I'm excited.
Keith, any parting shots?
I'm gonna speak on Raw. This past Raw a little bit. I'm only gonna say one thing about it, and that's two. I'm gonna say two things about it. One was Stephanie going off on Charlotte. One of the funniest things I have seen all week. I'm just saying. It was hilarious to me. So, yes, kudos to that segment. Two was John Cena's return. And the incredibleness of how he got sucked right into the ambush. I mean, I didn't see how you didn't see that coming. Like, how do you not see that coming? Oh, you thought that you and AJ were going to really, like, team up and fight against what you thought was his former friends? Like, no, that wasn't going to happen. That forearm to the face was hilariously it was hilariously done. And I say that because it was hilarious not only because it happened, but it was also hilarious because you had Michael Cole in the back screaming. Like, hilarious. It was gold. I'm excited about this feud between them two. I'm going to be excited about what comes next for the Bullet Club and the tag team division, and I'm going to be excited about all of this because at the end of the day, like, it's worth being excited about.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, hey, if you've been watching wrestling for the last 10 years, you've got to be interested in this match, and I think that it's a good win for them. So, with that being said, I think we're going to close this out, and we go put a pin in it, and we'll holler at y'all next week.
Bye, everybody!
Peace.